be security. You never know. He just wouldn't walk his ass up from somewhere. So who that over there? What they doing? So that people from out of state, from Indiana, wouldn't have to come through neighborhoods like this. So avoid coming through these neighborhoods.
So avoid coming through. Yeah. How many you catch so far?
I ain't none.
That's all right. You just got out here, right?
No, hell no. Hell no.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your man, Will. Yo, I hope everybody is doing all well and being peaceful and positive. And thank you to all my new subscribers. I appreciate you all checking out my videos, liking the videos, and also leaving thoughtful comments. I really appreciate it. Like I said in my last video, I'm still on the quest to cover the South Side neighborhoods. And today I'm headed over to the South Chicago neighborhood, really far southeast South Chicago, over in the avenues. And you all know the avenues over there, like Avenue LO and all of that, and over here by Ewing. That's over here. It's always been a predominantly Mexican neighborhood, and I'm about to go over here and check out this neighborhood and see what's going on. So please hit that like and subscribe button, and also comment if you have some information or if you know something that I didn't cover in this video. So I appreciate you all. It's my 2 cents. Yeah, we over here on 103rd and Torrance. You know you're on the south side for real, southeast side for real if you're on Torrance Avenue. So we're gonna see how it looks down here. Oh man, Heine's is still open. Heine's has been there forever. Man, you can go in there and get some chicken wings with that hot sauce that they got. It's always on point. Wow, they got a Leon's location over here. You know they closed the Leon's over on 79th and Stony, but they got a Leon's barbecue over here on 106th Street. So if you missed that old Leon's barbecue sauce flavor from being on 79th or on 83rd and Cottage, they have a location over here open on 106th Street, like right over here by the bridge. So you can check this out. I think this used to be a bar and grill some years back, but now it's a Leon's. Yo, you know I had to stop at Leon's. I normally get the fries with the sauce, but I was talking to the owner. He didn't want to get video, but he was like, man, I threw a little tip and a little link on there for you to taste it. I don't eat the swine, but I appreciate his gesture, but these fries look amazing. So if you want to get your fix of Leon's, they over here on 106th Street in the South Deering neighborhood. All right, y'all, this is my homie Armando.
Peace.
He's a resident of the South Chicago, South Deering neighborhood. I've been knowing Armando since what, 95?
90 something.
Yeah, 97, about almost 30 years. So he live in this area, so he just go walk around and peep out some sights. So yeah, now we over here by the Ford plant, right over like Torrance Avenue. So this area right here was closed for years. So they did the construction to open this up. But you got Ford over here. You got some other Ford companies that make the parts. But yeah, right over here on the south side. What cars they make, like the Ford Explorer?
The Ford Explorer, they used to make the, pretty much just the Ford Explorer.
Ford Explorer, okay. And Lincoln.
The Lincoln.
The Lincoln
Navigator
and the Aviators, yeah.
And they used to be home of the Taurus. So,
Right.
but I don't know if they still make the Taurus.
Yeah, I don't think they make the Taurus no more either though. But no, this is dope. Oh, they even got some walls down there.
This is the first time I ever walked over this bridge, to be honest with you.
Nah, that's cool. Hey, y'all, it's starting to rain too. We probably should head back before we get too wet. Yeah, it's starting to get heavy. One thing is, when you think about like this neighborhood, South Shore neighborhood, mostly like all of like South Side, Northwest Indiana, it was all based off the steel industry. And ever since they closed all of the steel mills, would you say like has that been like since you can remember, do you remember a change in the neighborhoods once they closed all the steel mills?
Most definitely, brother. Like when all that stuff started happening, you know, people weren't making money no more, where people weren't able to take care of their homes like the way they wanted to. So then you started seeing a lot of the homes deteriorating. You know what I'm saying? And some of them are still in existence, right? But people haven't worked since the 80s. Some of those people haven't even worked since the 80s or haven't had good income since the 80s.
Right.
And it's still ongoing, you know, so it's like, it's generational things, you know, that have happened, you know?
Right.
So like, if Grandpa lost his job at the steel mill and had to make ends meet a certain way, his kids grew up living that way too, you know what I'm saying? And that's the lifestyle that they know, you know what I'm saying? So some of them probably went into fields of life that they didn't want to go into. They're doing things that they didn't want to do, you know. So
right,
you know, so it's all that caused a lot of problems in the neighborhood, you know.
Right. Yeah.
Not to rent it out to black or brown, so that we don't advance, so we don't progress. You know, they're like at least that's my theory. You know, I mean, it might be a lot of other people's theory, you know, but people need to know that. You know what I'm saying? That like if you're not, you know, my saying is if you don't live in Chicago and you own buildings like that, the city should pass ordinances and be like, well, you can't just hold on to these buildings and you ain't doing nothing with them.
Right. If
you ain't doing nothing with them, then you got to sell it.
You got to sell it, and you're right. And this probably is it's probably people that live in other countries that own property in Chicago. Chicago Public Library. Hedge Witch.
Vlog, we're gonna go around Eddie Verdoliak's house. You know, Eddie V. You know, he was the 10th Ward alderman for a long time in the 80s.
Right, and he even ran for mayor.
For mayor, yeah. He was one of the guys that was always going against Harold Washington. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And Ed Verdoliak, he's a lawyer as well,
yeah, he's
right?
a lawyer now. Yeah, he's a lawyer.
His son is a lawyer too, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I didn't know he lived over there. That's wild.
That is.
Now, in reference to like the street names, how did this neighborhood get named like that with the avenues, with the?
I think I don't know, brother. To be honest with you, I think they just ran out of names and they started in the streets. I don't even know the history on that part, brother. You know, but
right.
The crazy part is, it starts from state line and B, then C, D, E, F, G, H. There's no I.
Okay.
There's a J, there's a K, there's a L, M, N, O. There's no P, and then that's it. And then you got Ewing Avenue, and then you cross it. That's Eddie Verdoliak's house right here.
Ed Verdoliak. He still live here? Man, that's a nice house.
I think his son still lives here.
Nice.
I think his son still lives here.
I mean, all of these houses over here, man, is
And this is my brother Joe right here. Brother Joe.
What up?
What's up, brother? Doing a documentary. Yeah, neighborhood. We're gonna go by your restaurant, by your bar. All right, brother.
All right, cool. Oh, that's dope.
And he owns Small World Bar and Grill right next door where you were at.
Yeah, I just captured that. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So
he owns it.
Oh, that's awesome. Like the pride of the houses, of just what I've like rode around. It seems like everybody has pride and take care of their houses.
Most everybody's working class people. You know, working class people. You got everything from Mexicans to African American brothers, you know, you got Polish, you got Serbian, Croatian.
Really?
Yeah, Puerto Rican. You got a little bit of everything over here. There's a little diversity, you know?
Okay. Because I thought it was mostly just a predominantly Mexican.
No, you know, I mean,
That's the majority.
Yeah, the majority.
But then you
yeah,
got a little sprinkle of a little bit of everything else in here. Okay.
You know, when we started moving in, some of them started moving out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how it is.
That's
you know?
how it is. Right. That's just like
else.
that's the South Side period. Like white flight.
Mm-hmm.
Once like Mexicans and blacks started moving in, they were like, okay, to the suburbs.
The ones that weren't bothered by it,
they stayed.
They stayed. You know, those are the ones you know on some real shit too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They just try to make it like everybody else.
Right.
People always want to sit there and point fingers at this type of Mexican, this type of black brother, this type of white person, man. But there's all different types. There's evil in every race.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's Mexicans that I don't agree with the shit they do. You know what I'm saying? And there's black brothers that I don't agree with the shit they do either. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But for them to say, well, all white folks too, all white folks are evil. Not all white folks are evil. You got some good white folks. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you also got, you know, like I just said, you got some evil ass Mexican people out here too. You know what I'm saying? That don't want to see nobody else progress. They don't even want to see their own people progress.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's the reality of it, bro. You know?
And that's right. That's absolutely right. Like you said that, like, 'cause it was a point where being black, walking over in the Mexican, certain parts of the Mexican neighborhoods, they ain't like us over there. Straight up. And then a lot of people don't talk about that, but that's real. Like,
it's real.
Like either they thought you was folks and they was trying to beat your ass, or they didn't want you to talk to their sister. And you know, and it's straight up. But then you have a lot of people that say, "Oh, brown and black, like it's always been harmony," and it hasn't been.
No, not at all.
And it just cracks me up that people just try to lump us all together, but it's not like that.
Mm-mm.
Like you got something like us, like we can be cool. We've been cool forever, but you got a lot of Mexicans don't mess with black dudes, and it's just straight up and down.
Yeah, it's just how they were raised. How they were raised.
It's how they was raised, you know? Right?
We were
vice versa.
We were raised differently, brother. We were raised differently. You know what I'm saying? Like we get along with each other because we were raised around each other. We had no choice. You know what I'm saying? If I was raised somewhere else, all I know is I would have still respected everybody because those are the morals that were put into me from my parents.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's all like I said earlier, the generational things that we learn and how we live.
Right.
If you're not living among certain people or being taught certain things, then you're gonna live how they want you to live. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're gonna live how they want you to live.
I agree.
You know, you gotta break out of all that stuff. You know.
Right.
Even if you were taught that, you gotta be like, no, that shit ain't right.
Right.
That shit ain't.
Right, and unfortunately, some people it is what it is, and they live that way, and that's how they gonna live.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, which is fine, but then that's that separation that's always gonna be there, no matter where you at. But this is a trailer community right here in Chicago on the South Side.
This is our Chicago.
Yeah,
you know?
Chicago, right? You know, people think about like trailer parks or whatever, but we have them in Chicago.
It's Chicago, but they don't, they don't get serviced by Chicago. You see their garbage cans, they get a private pickup over here.
A private, yeah. Because this is a private land, and they rent the land and then put the trailer on it. No, but this is the housing option when you don't want to pay for an apartment or buy a house. I mean, back in the day, a trailer home used to be the affordable option.
And they look just like homes.
Yeah, yep, especially on that side, yeah. Mm-hmm. But now, trailer homes are just as expensive as a regular house if you buy it or even if you rent them now. Unless you get an older model, you know, like this one right here, that's maybe like a
It's funny you say this one right here, because
1970.
I think I used to have a friend that used to live in this one.
Right, yeah. So 1970 version, yeah, that's those maybe probably get one for like 40 grand. One of these too. And you can move them boys all across the country if you got a strong enough truck. And this is an option for living now, man. People are living in RVs now, bro, like never before. Or vans.
All you gotta do is just pay the cost of the lot.
Yep. And you can park it here. You can run your power, run your gas.
Your water.
Yeah, it look like you even got water hookup. And that's an option that people are doing, like, straight up. We're here on Wolf Lake, y'all. It's one of the biggest parks over here on the east side. Wolf Lake.
So we're in the back door of it.
Yeah. So this is where people would come and fish. So people they got like a solar panel thing. Nice. Oh, this is even floating. So you can either like somebody can come pick you up from over here. You just can't launch your boat over here, but you can come and turn around probably.
You could bring your own inner tube here and just ride out into the lake.
Oh, just ride.
Yeah, you can do that too. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
A raft.
Or a canoe. Yeah, the canoe.
You ain't gotta pay nobody for that.
Yeah. So yeah, that's nice.
For people that like being outside, I think this is pretty dope. You just bring your own thing and just get in the water.
Right, and the people that got their houses right here, they got this right in their backyard. Yep. Nice. Yeah, we over here at Wolf Lake. See, they got a field house over here. William Powers. They got Young Smokey. Be a troop and don't pollute. Oh, it's real chill back here.
Mm-hmm.
This is a unique field house type of building. You got your picnic tables. See, there's a lot of people out here fishing today. Let's see here. William Powers State Recreation Area. Oh, okay. They got a whole plan. Kayak canoe launch, fishing pier, outdoor classrooms. Nice. Watch out for the geese shit. Watch out for that poop. What y'all catching out here, bro?
Trout.
Trout?
Okay.
Nice.
Gotta get them out the water.
Are they biting? They biting though?
Yeah.
All right.
Gotta get them.
All right.
Nice. How many you catch so far?
I ain't got none.
That's all right. You just got out here, right?
No, hell no. Hell no. Shit.
Oh,
They
man.
in here though.
Yeah.
They're definitely in here.
Oh, this is cool.
Gotta figure out how to get them.
Oh, B-Moss.
Net over this to keep them in here.
Ah, okay.
try to move this out of his way. Hopefully I ain't crossing and boom. Come out here. Back in that way, they duck hunt back there.
Oh, okay.
So,
You don't get shot.
right. But usually, duck hunters are done usually by 10 o'clock.
Okay. That's
It's
dope.
about to get crazy out here.
Driving through Wolf Lake Park. So you can ride your bike through here, you can walk through here. I'm sure at night there's some deer out here, some
We might see some.
coyote. All on the south side.
More importantly, fresh air.
Right,
You know what I'm saying, brother? Fresh air.
right.
We all got stuff going on in our lives, man. Sometimes it's good to get out to places like this. You know what I'm saying? Just breathe. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yep. It's all Wolf Lake. And all over there further yonder, what are those, like the steel mill?
That's Indiana.
Indiana. Is that like the
Right,
middle?
right on the other side of that expressway is Indiana.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll be over there right now. Corner. This is the corner where they were at. This is where this is the very corner where the ICE agents were
Okay.
during the week, right here.
Right over here on
Right here.
Avenue
Avenue
N.
M. They said Avenue M, but I think it was here.
Yeah.
It was right here in this corner.
And this looked like a peaceful
Peaceful
block.
I mean, you got some game banging going on over here too, you know. But this is where it all happened,
Yeah.
you know. This is where they had people ramming them up against the walls there, ramming them up against the walls over here, putting them on the ground here, you know. And for the most part, everybody here is a working class people. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody makes six figures over here, or you know, or close to $50,000 a year. Some people make less than that, you know, but they got to make ends meet. You know, they make their ends meet.
Right. The Skyway?
Why they built it here?
No, why did they build
so
it here?
So that people from out of state, from Indiana, wouldn't have to come through neighborhoods like this. So avoid coming through these neighborhoods.
So to avoid coming through the poor neighborhoods,
they built the Skyway.
The Skyway and then charge people to drive over these neighborhoods versus just to drive through
it. You know, or let people okay, you're gonna build that, but don't charge people to drive through it. Okay? Now they didn't lease it for the last they leased it for 99 years. They probably got about 90 years left on it. You know, 80 years left on it. That's still a long time, and they're going to generate money like crazy. That money should be
should be going to the city.
The city should renege on that contract. You know what I'm saying? And say, you know what, we're gonna pay you the cost. We're gonna pay you the cost of whatever it costs to bail out of that deal, and we're gonna take over our Skyway back.
Over the Skyway.
Because
they just went up on the prices now. How much is it to go?
It's like $780.
$780.
$720. $780 is up there.
So each time, because I know it's one here, and then it's another one down like on 87th Street.
So
each time you got to pay.
So you got to pay the one on 87th Street.
The one on 87th Street.
And then from Indiana coming this way, you got to pay. I don't know how much that one is because I don't get on that one.
Yeah, but $780.
The $780.
I remember it used to be $325.
Yeah. I remember it was $1.25.
$1.25. Wow.
But what I'm saying, Will, is like they never. The people from Chicago, this belongs to the people of Chicago. Just like the parking meters do, right? But they never voted. They never took a vote on it. They just said, we leasing it.
Yeah,
they just made a decision and nobody voted on it.
Right.
Okay? So that's why the city is in the position that they're in, because there's no revenue from them.
Right.
The only other revenue they got is ticketing the people that are driving in the neighborhood. They could barely afford life as it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Getting
right.
by. So now
and y'all sell one of the
Yeah.
major things
Yeah.
that the city can make money
off of. You sell that.
And you sell it. Like the parking. I think the parking when Daley did that deal with that what's that? One of those
The
Arab
parking
countries.
meter.
Yeah. It was
the parking meters.
Yeah, Middle Eastern
Yeah.
company, and he signed a super long deal for parking.
Yeah.
And then you got another business like this doggone Skyway, that's generating millions of dollars a day as well, and it's just going away.
Millions of dollars.
Just because they thought that it was going to clear a deficit. But I really think somebody probably got a kickback as well.
Yeah, of course somebody got a kickback. But they did it because they mishandled the pension money for the city workers.
Wow.
That's what happened there. They mishandled the money for the city workers.
Wow. We over here, it's the Eastside Memorial. It's from 1979. So these are all of the companies that donated to this. And another thing about the Skyway, they tore down a lot of houses when they built the Skyway.
Yeah, I don't know.
The whole neighborhood, this whole stretch, it was houses.
I don't think anything was here.
No, it was.
Was there?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was. It was houses.
Okay.
So when they did this whole plan to build the Skyway, they knocked down houses all the way from Indiana that was in between.
Okay, so it's like the Dan Ryan.
Just like the Dan Ryan, to clear out, part of this renewal project that they, like you were saying, that they was building.
Yeah.
And this tank has been here forever. This is a staple on this side of town, this tank. When you know you're on this tank, you know you're on Ewing and Indianapolis Boulevard. Yeah. This way. We got Graph on this other side. And then going that way is going towards Indiana. Also to the Horseshoe. The Horseshoe is going down that way too. You want to do some gambling. This is a nice little sitting area, but nobody uses it.
Nobody uses it.
Yeah,
they got another little sitting area on that corner. Nobody uses it.
Yeah.
Over here, right up in here. All this could be developed. All this right here, underneath the Skyway, they could put some kind of restaurant, some kind of like pop-up spots.
Right. Even like those little trailer things, that'd be nice.
They could do all kinds of stuff here, but they, like I said, they neglect this part of the city. You know what I'm saying? If it was the north side, they'd be all on top of it. You know what I'm saying? 601 trail, the 606 trail, they could do that type of thing here leading into Indiana, but they don't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
That's what they,
Right. Wow. From both sides. Meeting the style, that's the homie Gamble. Ish.
Check it out, Will. My 2 cents.
Right. The cents, need to put a 2 cents on there. Oh, they got busy down here though. Oh, the homie C's, I know him. Oh, that's dope over there. I'm about to walk over there and get a shot. All right, we over here on Ewing. Man, look at this. Oh, that's cold. Now we over here at Calumet Park. You know, it's a whole other beach further south off of Lake Michigan. This is the next biggest park. When you come down Lakeshore Drive all the way down on this end from Rainbow Park, this is the next biggest park on the south side off of the lake, and it's Calumet Park. So you used to be able to dip your boats. I see they blocked that off. You used to be able to pitch your boats here?
Yeah, you can still do it.
You can still do it here?
Still do it, yeah.
Okay, so you just got to go to that field house or whatever and pay.
But right now they're not allowing you access to even pass that way.
Yeah.
So I'm sure when we go around on the other side, it's going to be blocked off too, because the National Guard station, they're using it as an ICE station right now.
Okay. It's the lake, y'all. All right, this is the U.S. Coast Guard station. And right now, it's a whole lot of protesting going on out here too. Let's see here. Oh, you got some reserve officers over here, ICE officers, and they got this all blocked up. They using this as a base right over here in Calumet Park. Today was the No Kings protests around the city. So it seems like there's some individuals out here today is protesting as well.
¡Viva México!
What's up, y'all?
¡Viva México!
Yeah, right. Look.
Oh, you got
That's what's
short?
up.
Yeah, I was like.
What's up, brother? How you doing?
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Let me ask you this, Armando. Like, you lived in Chicago your whole life, right?
Yes, sir.
Minus like little dip outs, like, you know, you say you was in the military at one point.
I was in the military, yeah.
Like, how would you gauge how was it growing up in Chicago?
Well, growing up in Chicago was, you know, it depend on how you see it, you know. But to me, it was my mom and dad. Like I said, they didn't make the greatest of money, but they got through, right, and they raised me right. And then after that, it was just the choices I made, right? What choices was I gonna do? I had friends that were going detouring and doing the wrong stuff, right?
Yeah.
And was I gonna follow that? You know?
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna follow that. So that's what we talked about earlier. When I got introduced into graffiti and tagging and the hip hop and the music, that caught my attention, you know?
Yeah.
And my parents would hear me listening to this stuff. They didn't know what the hell I was listening to, you know? They just know I'm listening to music, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And doing my graffiti thing, you know?
Right.
And as long as I wasn't in trouble, they were okay.
They were cool,
Right?
right.
So growing up in Chicago, to me, lovely, brother. You know, that's gonna be my answer to you. It's lovely. Chicago is a beautiful place, man, but it's the choices that you make.
Right.
It's the choices that you make and how you go about life.
Right.
It's what's gonna determine how you turn out later on in life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, granted, I'm not rich or nothing like that, but I'm rich of life. I have life. You know, so I'm blessed every day when I wake up, and to be able to say, well, I got the next day to look forward to, right? Or the next few hours, because we don't know, right? We don't know where we're gonna be at tomorrow. So, in that sense, brother, it's like Chicago is a beautiful place. It's a beautiful place, bro. It's just how you move and how you maneuver through stuff, because we're all gonna maneuver through different things in life, right? We're all gonna do that. We all have done it, you know. So either you gonna move righteously, or you gonna move on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? And if that's the way you want to live, then there's repercussions behind that.
Right.
You know, but don't let nobody ever tell you that you don't have a choice, because you do have a choice. You know, that you have a choice to live how you want to live.
Right.
Might not be up here, but as long as you right here, you good. You know what I'm saying? Just don't fall down.
Right.
If you fall down, you pick yourself back up. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much it, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like if people just understood that when growing up that you have a choice, instead of thinking that you don't have a choice,
Yeah.
a lot of people
Be in a better situation.
Would be way ahead, instead of waiting for a handout from somebody, or waiting for the city to give you something, or the government to give you something. You can't wait for that.
Right.
And for those in the hip hop world, this is home to TDM crew, which I'm a part of, and home of the Brickheads breakdancing crew, which I'm a part of. You know, well, some of it started here, some of it started up north. You know, for the Brickheads. You know,
Right.
So yeah,
Right.
this is.
Brickheads.
But it's crazy.
TDM has always been respected in Chicago.
But it's the crazy part, brother, is like what we talk about is like, and what you talk about on some of your episodes, and it's like the unity that we have is like, you got to get out of your neighborhood to go meet other people from other places.
Right.
Because if you don't do that, you're never gonna get to see how other people live, right?
Right.
And what other people are about. You had to get out. You can't just be stuck. You can't be confined in your neighborhood if you're not gonna do nothing about it. If you're not gonna sit here and take care of your neighborhood, you still gotta get out. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
And you gotta make sure that you take care of your neighborhood by picking up a piece of paper. Something as simple as that. You know, if you walk by, you pick up a piece of paper, like I'm gonna do right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate to see this shit. You know what I'm saying? I hate to see shit like this. Just you walking by and
It's trash
everywhere.
I want to thank Armando for coming out on this episode, showing us over here in the far east side, Hedgewick area, all the way down to Wolf Park. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. It's good talking to you,
Thank
brothers.
you, brother. Always
Appreciate
a pleasure, brother.
you.
Thank you for having me, brother, on your episode.
Man, appreciate
Yes,
you.
sir. Yes, sir.
So I hope y'all hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you all on the next episode. All right, peace.